We've gone hands-on with the new HTC One M9 in another video. Now let's see how it stacks up against its immediate predecessor. I'm Michael Fisher with Pocketnow, and this is HTC One M9 versus HTC One M8. A quick look from MWC. If you're looking at these phones from afar, one of the things that might strike you is just how similar the M9 and M8 appear to be. They're both tall aluminum phones with prominent speakers up front and prominent cameras around back. And indeed, there are some technical similarities as well. The displays are essentially the same Full HD SLCD3 panels, though the M9's is cooler and greener, and everything from the headphone jack to the USB port to the IR transmitter can be found in its usual place on each. Pick them up, and the differences become apparent. While they weigh about the same, the M8 and M9 feel quite different. Where the M8 is so smooth as to be slippery and very easy to drop, the M9 sticks to the hand pretty well thanks to its blockier build and the use of a stickier coating on its chassis. This silver and gold edition of the M9 has a very sharp corner that's less comfortable than the M8's smooth casing. While the gunmetal version of the M9 is a little better, I still think I prefer the M8's polished stone-like feel, slippery though it is. I much prefer the M9, though, when it comes to the power standby button, which has been relocated to the side from the inaccessible top and given a distinctive texture to separate it from the volume keys. By and large, those are the kinds of small cosmetic changes you're in store for in the jump from M8 to M9. On the inside, we get more significant improvements. The new Snapdragon 810 processor replaces last year's 801, a massive architectural change that's also helped along by a 50% increase in RAM on the newer phone. The storage options go away too. The new phone only comes in a 32 gig size, but last year's microSD support thankfully made the cut. The new BoomSound speakers have been retuned and now feature Dolby Multi-Channel 5.1 support for surround sound effects. We already covered all the software changes in our HTC One M9 hands-on video, so what's the one remaining big hardware shift to call out? The camera, Natch. With the One M9, HTC has ditched last year's conventional duo camera arrangement and moved the ultra-pixel sensor to the front. Taking its place is a 20-megapixel f2.2 camera protruding slightly from the casing and protected by sapphire cover glass. We took a bunch of sample photos in and around Barcelona, more of which can be seen in our One M9 hands-on video. Unfortunately, the M9's camera software is not yet final, and so these results are basically worthless for making any judgments at this point. About all I can say is that it's going to be hard to match the excellent low-light performance of last year's camera, so I'm glad HTC decided to keep the ultra-pixels around in some form on the M9, that is, in the selfie shooter. We'll have proper M8 versus M9 comparison photos and video in our full review and comparison coverage coming very soon at Pocketnow. Make sure you don't miss those. Keep it locked to Pocketnow here on YouTube and at Pocketnow.com for our continuing coverage of everything HTC and more at MWC 2015. Till next time, this has been Michael Fisher with Pocketnow, Captain Two Phones on Twitter. More coming soon from Barcelona.